guys. Let me just get some things in order. There we go. Let's change our spell setup here. You are here. And I had Confringo down here.
Welcome to the Og's Head. The empty seat is yours.
Let's see if we can take a flew to the witch's tomb. Check the world map. Yeah, it's right out there. Okay, we'll run. We'll run for this. Now let's just follow the track, even though it's kind of taking us in the wrong directions, which is a bit annoying.
I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
Accio! What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtkog. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Why do you sell it then?
Things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
Oh. Some people are kiting. Do we have to be slow walking? I don't know. Got mongrels down there. We are fine without them. Apparently it's bring your kite to work day. Why are we just walking towards Hogwarts? This is a rather long distance to be slow walking with no commentary. Come on, people. Or not people. Like, we're game developers. This is much too long. Alright, we'll see some ruins up there, so maybe it's a bit different. So, something is going on. Are you gonna attack? I mean, I see no reason to slow this down anymore. You wanna go? No? Alright. You know, they've got really long hands compared to their legs. Their hands are almost dragging, or they are dragging, through the ground. Alright, so we're here.
And there it is, the witch's tomb.
Finally!
Looking place, isn't it?
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
Well,
What about this helmet makes it so special?
The Helmet of Urtkog is an ancient and storied relic, forged during a time of unity among the goblin clans. It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else. a symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind, and to Ranrock. He would be grateful to me should I return it.
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Considering a Dark Witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the Dark Protectors, known as Inferi. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and most effectively fire.
Fire! Yeah, fire should be
It
easy.
seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
For your sake.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
Well,
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck.
Who knows, you might
I
have
will
plot
remain
armor.
here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe he has plot armor. I definitely do, so it should be good. So tomorrow is going to be a long day. I will be bent over with shears in my hand, shearing wool of sheep. We do it twice in Iceland. First around the end of October, throughout November and the beginning of December, and then we're starting around this time again. That is because we have them inside generally during the winter, because our winters can be rather erratic. We can have lots of snow, and then we can have great periods of
Revelio.
well, nothing, just good weather, and then we can have horrible weather again, and so on and so forth.
It's sealed.
Right. No, this is the Horklumps. Yeah, Horklump.
Moths. Curious.
Which spell was it?
Accio.
No, not Akio. Oh, it was Lumos. Yeah, let's just put you there.
Accio.
No, I need to do this first.
Lumos.
Yeah, so we shear them twice a year. So the first one in the autumn is to get the
it's
good
weird.
wool from them. And then to make them more comfortable, so they don't need the wool once they're inside. And then the reason why we shear them again is so they're still inside, and if we don't take it off, the wool is going to be ruined for next year. And so we won't get any money for it from the profitable part of the wool. This time it has no value to anyone, really. I mean, you can make a few things that kind of make you get something for it, but it's not like
This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further.
this is definitely not it's definitely not profitable. Anyway, so we're doing this for the sheep essentially.
Lumos.
And if you
Lumos.
if you don't do it twice, you essentially have a ruined product next year, and so you will have to pay to
Accio.
you'll have to pay out of your own pocket, so not from the profitability of your sheep, because we're doing this for the sheep. Farmers who shear twice, they barely break even. You know, if that. the only reason we break even here is because I do it myself. Not everybody has that option. So that's why we do it twice, so that the second time essentially enables us to have some valuable wool for the autumn. Now,
I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
alright, so I have let's put both of our fire spells right here, and okay.
Levioso. Confringo. Incendio. Yeah, these are horrible.
Oh, there are more.
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
I just want to protect something. No, potato does not work.
Incendio.
Yeah, potato does not work. Now, where was I on the sheep thing? Yeah, so essentially we do it for their own comfort, to get any sort
Revelio.
of money from it, like to break even, because it's not for profit that we do it. I really want that chest. How can I get the chest? Not gonna spend too much time on it.
Confringo. Revelio.
Can I go up here? Something here? Oh, okay. Alright, so got some gear. That's essentially why we shear them. Now, regarding to why we shear them at these times, it's essentially so we need to take it off for the second time early enough. Right. We need to take it early enough that they have enough wool grown that they won't be cold when spring comes, because we can have also very erratic spring. Springtime can be dry, it can be wet, it can be both, it can be really cold and windy. Essentially, you name it, and
Lumos.
that happens in spring in Iceland. Now, this is the time when they're the most vulnerable.
Incendio.
Oh, this did something?
If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated.
Yeah, so they're at their most vulnerable when...
Expelliarmus.
not that one.
Accio. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Confringo. Defendo. This has a moth imprinted on it. Same as the door.
The door?
Confringo.
Wait a minute.
Lumos.
Do I need the other one? I do not. Alright.
Incendio. Accio. Capulso.
Alright, so what essentially I was saying is that they're at their most vulnerable in the spring, so we want them to have the most comfortable experience. That's why we had significant increase in or decrease, I should say, in fatality, both with lambs and sheep, once we started to keep them inside for longer, and then how we in what sort of environment we had them inside for longer during spring after they lamb, instead of putting them outside. Now, the Icelandic sheep is really hardy, and so we didn't see, you know, how to say it, we didn't see like incredibly vast differences in the fatality rate, but we did see a tremendous increase in the live weight, and then the type of meat, or not the type of meat, the type of bodies we got back after the summertime. So they were more filled in the places where where the good parts, like the steaks and all of that, comes from by doing that. And that doesn't happen.
There? Looks precarious.
That doesn't happen unless they're really comfortable for
Defender.
at least.
Down I go. No other way.
Yeah, it doesn't happen unless they're like really comfortable for long periods of time. Like, they can have some hiccups along the way and be fine, but you want to minimize it as much as possible, because it's not good for the long-term health of the sheep. And that's essentially what farmers care about. They want, because we form emotional attachment to our sheep. Dude, just jump down.
Oh!
Alright, that's the way on the map, so we're gonna go here first. Yeah, I hate losing sheep for any reason. I hate having to look at the facts and say,
Accio.
and have to say, oh, so I'm back. Okay, essentially. And say, okay, this sheep, if we keep her for one more winter, she's essentially going to suffer through it. Her teeth are gone, her feet are gone, and sure, she might be able to get pregnant, but I will see it in her live weight when we weigh them during the winter, and I will see it as just with my eyes, and how she's standing, how she's looking. There should be a sparkle in her eye, not like in the, you know, fairy tale movies and all that. Just like we have when we feel good, like when you look into your like close relatives' eyes, you know if they're okay. And that's inferi.
Confringo. Incendio.
Ooh, that was nice.
Levioso. Incendio.
Whee. Alright, that's quite a lot.
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Yeah.
Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Defender. Confringo. Confringo. Depulsor.
Is there more? There is. Is there a lot more?
Confringo. Defender. Depulsor. Confringo. Defender.
Oi!
Accio. Depulsor.
Do I get a boss? No? Alright. So, where was I with the sheep? I totally forgot. Yes, you can see it. And that's not a fun experience for me. And if it's not a fun experience for me, who's just looking at it, I can assure you it's not for the sheep. But I still hate it. But I do it. Because it's not good for her. So it's a double. I don't really get it. I did the stuff and nothing's happening. That's rather annoying. Oh, I didn't move it. Alright, you just go. Which one did I use?
Depulsor.
Alright. Dude, what's your problem? Dude! Jump!
This looks even more complex.
It shouldn't be. Alright.
Depulsor. Lumos.
Uh-huh.
Depulsor. Lumos.
Dude!
Depulsor. Making this spin ought to raise that platform. That must be it. Depulsor.
Good job! Alright, at least we know. You know. Alright. I see. I see where we're going with this.
Lumos.
We need to move you over here as well. Okay. We need to stand here at least for the first one.
Depulsor. Lumos.
And the door was here. No,
Depulsor.
it's not enough. Alright. Can I get you? Come on. Yeah. Excellent. And then I have one here. Nice. Yeah, so that's not a nice experience for anyone, and I don't recommend it. Now, the decision is always tough. And sometimes we get it wrong. Sometimes everything looks good except, you know, the number
It's
at
his
the
final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus.
except you know, except the number on the page which says, okay, she's 9, 10 years old, and you know it's an increased risk. Yeah, we're in for a fight here, and so I'm excited. Finally get a boss.
A dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Better show this to Lodgok.
Aww. Really?
There must be some sort of mechanism for this doorway.
How? I'm so disappointed. You don't go into a dungeon and then not fight an end boss. What? Anyway, those are the sort of, you know, tough decisions you must make sometimes, and it doesn't make you feel any better. But then, you know, you see a whole herd and everybody's healthy, and you know, everybody's feeling good, and you know, that makes you feel a lot better also. Like, you're not going into the winter like, okay, you know, if everything goes right, she's still gonna have massive problems and feel horrible the whole way through. So he kind of gets it better, but you know, not when you form emotional attachments. I mean, when you have someone close to you, for example with cancer, you know it's gonna happen at some point, like if it's one of those deadly cancers, but you're still not ready for when it happens. I'm not gonna say it's the same. I actually have experience with both, and I'm gonna say it's not even close, but it's comparable. Alright, let's
Lodgok.
continue the story.
The sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn, they got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
I'll head
Nice.
there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock.
Excellent. I
To
approve.
think those wretched thieves have their
Finally,
hands
I
on
will
such
get
a relic.
my end boss. But no. Wait a minute.
Lumos.
No, it's not what I want. Oh, it's a mongrel. I cannot use it on a mongrel? Yeah?
Petrificus totalis.
Excellent. Now we've got quite the loot on the way here. Is that moonstone? Yes, it's moonstone.
Levioso.
Well, we managed it anyway. Let's get the fur. We use it for something. I don't remember what at the moment. Was there another thing? No, it's just a bottle. Just a bottle.
Revelio.
Is that something? No, it's not. We need to go further down here.
This place has seen better days.
Well, there is something to do here, but we're not going to do it now. Alright, so we're in the Forbidden Forest at this point. Yeah. Forbidden Forest. It's a nice atmosphere for a boss fight.
There they
I'd
are.
like it.
The Ashwinders.
Yeah.
What's this? A child? Knew you were still. You let Nora Treadwell go, didn't you? Levioso. Oh, you're You're no match for me. You plan to creep up on me. Impressive.
No, that's like totally wrong.
You're going to regret that.
Well,
Levioso. Expelliarmus.
Might want to look up. Aha! Back for more. You're easier to spot than an irrumpent. Expulso!
Expelliarmus.
To your knees.
Levioso.
You can't roll your way out of this.
Expulso!
Defender. Confringo.
Death from above! Expulso! Ah, stupendous!
Protego. Confringo. Defender.
Expulso!
What have you done?
What are you
Depulso.
oh,
Accio.
Expulso!
Confringo.
Quite conductive, aren't we?
Accio. Depulso.
Clever.
Expulso!
Protego. Stupid.
Flash
Confringo.
of inspiration!
Defender.
What?
Treadwell
Depulso.
again.
Careful, this one. Expulso!
oh. Wait a moment.
Expulso!
Levioso.
Can't petrify us all, you know.
Come on, guys. I wanna do the dueling feat.
Expulso! I'd quit now, while you're still alive.
Come on, one more time. One more time.
Expulso!
Oh.
Might want to look up. Expelliarmus? Afraid of a fair fight?
Expelliarmus.
Expulso! Hardly felt it. Expulso!
Come on.
Expulso!
Oh, never mind. Just
Stop that right now.
Levioso.
Death from above! Expulso!
Incendio. Levioso.
Expulso! Now, this has become...
Expelliarmus.
Expulso! That's mine!
Incendio. Levioso.
Barely felt anything that... What are your thoughts on electricity?
it's the next thing you're gonna do.
Quite conductive, aren't we?
Oh, it isn't. Alright. Come on. We wanna do it.
Flash of inspiration.
Aye.
Expelliarmus.
It's Nora Treadwell's little
Defender.
saviour.
defeated an Ashwinder by myself.
That's why we record these things. For explicitly those purposes.
Revelio. Yes.
Oh, nice. Troll boogie. That's nice. I'll collect. Why won't you let me take you?
Revelio.
You're right there.
That's it.
Ah. Yay!
This is for Rookwood!
I know I'm not.
There you go.
You
Accio.
think you're...
I think a lot of things.
Accio. Confringo. Defender. Wait till Sebastian hears about this.
Any more?
Ashwinder.
I'm disappointed. I expected more. I wanted more. Oh, oh. Yeah, it's full of spiders probably. Let's just go around. Wait a minute.
You've made a mistake.
Confringo.
Shouldn't you like be the opposite side of the table?
Accio. Defender.
I'm just pressing buttons at this point.
Confringo.
There you go. I mean, I was fighting a mongrel and a poacher. Shouldn't that be like the opposite thing happening? No.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Yeah, there's something going on there. Probably not hugely relevant to the story. Yeah, let's continue with our sheepish things. The sheep we have, they're about 150, and we they give birth, most of them early May, though some of them are late May. And
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
let's just finish it up. I'll continue talking about sheep after.
I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The
You're
helmet
much
shines
too-
even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
Can I see? It looks like a
It
helmet.
just looks like a helmet to me.
Ah, you're looking at what it is, rather than what it means. To most goblins, this is more than a mere helmet.
To me,
You did the
it's
thieves
non-existent.
a
I
service
can't
by
see it.
recovering I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you.
Uh-huh. I don't trust
We
you.
shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
Okay, more about sheep. Much more interesting. They're inside from around, like, try to have them outside as long as
Hello,
possible.
friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
You would like to tell me something about Lodgog, probably.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts.
Oh.
She hasn't been herself lately.
I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
I think we will focus on Hogsmeade. We have things to do here. Just this one then. So let's just say for convenience sake, the 10th of November. Usually the first year ones that were born the spring before, they are in like in the 20th of October because they need the best possible feed the earliest. The sheep do not need that. That's why they can stay outside for longer, because our grass is, well, essentially useless by the time they're still out. But it doesn't do them anything. They just need the bare minimum to get by, because for sheep, getting fat during winter is not the best thing. Like, you want them to be in good condition when they are with the rams, and you want to keep them in good condition, but you don't want them to get fat. So right now mine are a bit too fat. That's why I bring the dog out every time there's good weather, and I take them for a walk. The sheep do not like it.
I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard.
Alright.
Please meet him there when you can.
Okay. And they do not like it, but it's really good for them.
Quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Bunch of stuff happening now at the later stages of this game. Where was I? I wanted to go to the yes. So I lost my train of thought again.
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterfly.
Oh, definitely not. So, yes, we do not want them to get fat, because that will affect them also when they give birth. So in the same way, I know I'm treading very dangerously here, but the same way if a woman is not in shape, and if I'm attacked, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna hope that women who know will stick up for me.
Please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterflies.
I just hope they will stick up for me when I say that women who are not in shape when they give birth feel it more. Who are not in shape will feel it more than women who are in shape. The same applies to any mammalian, and the same goes for the sheep. So them going outside, them walking around, eating healthy, is good for them. Eating too much, gaining too much weight, not having the right kind of metabolism going on in the body, having too much of I don't know, the vitamins and such, but too much of what? Too much of anything is bad, too little of anything is bad. That's why we want to take the middle ground, and that's why we want to be. That's why essentially I take them out for walks.
Please tell me you have an answer.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Urtkog?
I think we tell her.
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ramrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. And I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
That's boring.
Of course.
We're careful in real life,
mentioned
not
you're
here.
needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Yeah, why does she have a Wiggenweld supply?
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion.
Oh.
An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity. What with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Right.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world.
The other
to
question
me.
was personal.
And to Dorothy.
We don't need to
Aiden
invade
was
people's
bringing the box of
privacy.
letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the
Might have
hamlet just north of Hogsmeade.
Okay.
Please do give Dot my love.
And yes, so to anyone who says, "Oh, you like they don't want to go out, they should go out more and all this stuff," let's just take into consideration. We're not gonna run the whole way. That I essentially let my sheep be free when the weather is not too bad. And they make their own choices, usually. And usually that means that, like, how many of them are usually outside? About 10-15% of them are outside at any given time. And the others stay inside most of the time. Unless it's really good weather, which is rare, but then more of them go out. And so, for them, they do not think cognitively like, oh, okay, walking is good for my body. They do not think that way. They think, okay, I'm away from where the food is. I'm away from where it's dry and nice to lay on. You know, that's what they think. They do not think, oh, it's nice to take a walk. So, you know, we make that cognitive thought for them, and hopefully,
it's like a place right out of a storybook.
Right. Yeah, I lost. Hopefully something. I mean, hopefully, it's effective. But doing
Nice
it
to
once
see
or
you
twice
again,
is not
Mrs.
enough.
Potter.
Like, you have to do it a couple of
Actually,
times.
Serona
for it
Ryan
to
asked
be
if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear
effective.
Serona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aiden used to collect Hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Depends how
thank
much,
you.
though.
How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Serona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aiden died. He was hoping to go through it with Serona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aiden took ill when he was collecting Hawklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Hawklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Serona said she lived with you during the summers
How
when she was at Hogwarts.
inconvenient.
What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
I can. Actually
Thank
makes
you,
a lot of
Spotter.
sense.
Thank you.
Muggles need to be much more adept with soil and stuff.
Clumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Only one set of Icewind Rags? Wait, am I... No, I'm following the path. But why does it show me up?
I'll check your pockets after you. Ah, the lamb returns to the...
Alright.
You're the one.
Confringo. Defender. Cabalso. Accio.
Wait.
Reducto.
Confringo. Accio. Cabalso.
Did I hurt you?
Confringo.
Yes, they want to buy up.
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts.
Yeah, shameful. And where's the fur? Yeah, it is shameful. Though I wouldn't count the mongrels in that. I mean, isn't it then shameful what I do to them? Why did you tell me to go here? This isn't the way to the cave.
Revelio.
Well, at least I can do is to take their stuff. Take their stuff. Yeah. How annoying. I should have followed my head. Anyway. Where was I?
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
This is not a castle. I'm just telling you right now.
Revelio.
Wait. Dude. I just want to try and talk to the man. Are you painting? No. You're reading. Oh, it's all about immersion, probably. Talking about sheep. Let's continue this way.
Confringo.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Depulso. Confringo. Defender.
That ought to do. Yeah, so yeah, the cows, we generally don't put them out in June because there is some grass. There's not enough for them to be outside a lot, and it's usually a lot of sun and dry, so not the best environment for their tits and udder. So we try to put them out sparingly during that time, unless we have a good weather
Let's have a look
situation.
around. See about the hawk clumps and the box of letters.
Oh yeah, how inconvenient that it
That's
fell
all the
down
hawk clumps
here.
for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
What was I going to say? Yeah, then generally during the summer, the sun hours get lessened. They get less, and my, this is cool. And the weather is more moist, and it's generally better for them to be outside during long periods of time.
Accio! Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Fight. Okay, that didn't go well.
Confringo! Defender! Confringo! Confringo! Defender! Capolso! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Ui!
Defender! Confringo! Capolso! Accio! Confringo! Should think they felt that in London.
Ugh. I know I was in the middle of a sentence before all this, but I totally forgot what it was about. Yeah. And this isn't live chat. Can't stop the video and check, but that's a bit embarrassing. Yeah, cows outside during summer, so it's more wet. The sun isn't as bright, and it's not as powerful, even though it's warm. It's just coming. It has less time. It's just that the. Oh. Okay. More. Okay. Oh, more letters.
This must be Sorona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sorona. I think that's everything. Sorona will be glad to have this back.
Yeah. And so their outside period time is usually July, August, and as much time as we can in October, in September. And if we can, we put them out in October, but it all depends on moisture, and then essentially how early and how often and much the autumn storms come. Now our soil is a bit different than other. It absorbs a lot of water and it holds a lot of water, which means it's wet for long periods of time, even though the rain is over. So putting them outside in such conditions is really bad for them, because they get the dirt on their feet, and then when they walk, they touch their feet to their udders. They come inside into a rather dry environment, because that's more healthy for them. But when they're wet with dirt, and you can try this yourselves, go outside, find a patch of dirt, get it wet, put your hand in it, and let it dry out. Your hand's gonna dry. And it can, if you don't wash it, create wounds in your hand, and it definitely does for their udders. For their udders.
Accio, Depulso.
Definitely can for their udders. So yeah, we do not like that environment. Now we grow a plant for them, especially for grazing, or kind of exclusively for grazing, which is called is it far away? It's kind of far away. Let's just teleport there. Apologies, I did not mean to do that. What was I going to say? Remembering my train of thought is not one of my strong points. But essentially, yeah, so we're grazing them outside with something that is called, and I'm rather uncomfortable saying this because the name does not translate into the same kind of word in my language, but in English it does. So it is rapeseed, or rape, the plant, rape plant, which gives you the rape oil from the seed. But we do not grow the seed type variant, or it would, but it needs wintering.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
So we grow the type that needs the wintering, and it essentially, before it does that,
Village circle.
it
Please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterfly.
I do not. I certainly do not. It essentially is very leaf growing. It holds its nutrients for very long, even though it is winter time.
Hello, Sorona.
So essentially
I have
good
good
for
news.
animals.
I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
You lying son of a
Thank
bitch!
you. I knew you were the one to ask.
Oh wait, I already gave her the Horklump juice. All right, my bad. Yeah, that's my bad. But he was talking about in the cave.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her
That
best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her.
that ought to
and
be
Aidan.
enough for her. But
Thank you again for
Alright.
helping her, and
My
for
bad.
returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
yeah, most of them seemed like good memories. I didn't read it like extensively. Now let's get out before the woman starts talking about her butterflies. We need to sell our.
You're back. Nice to see you again.
I do not remember you, so you can just. Oh, it's the broomsticks guy.
What are we looking for today?
I want to sell my stuff.
Nice doing business with you.
I mean, from my point of view, you're the sucker for buying all this stuff. Oh, this is good. Not as good.
Thanks for stopping by.
And
Hope to see you again.
yeah. Let's check on our gear. Anyway, so tomorrow is a long day for me shearing, so I would like to just finish up with the gear and the talent, save, and then yeah, get a nice long sleep. This would be useful. Ah. Well, this is definitely useful, but right now it's not a problem. So I think I just don't use Protego that much. I should, but I don't want to get used to using it because I cannot use it in every single situation. Do the dark arts nothing new? So no, I wasn't core. I want to go in spells. Yeah, I use Defendo a lot. Right, so I get this after I've gotten those sorts of talents. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. Next time, I would assume, though I haven't checked the quests a lot, that we would go to probably go with Sebastian. Though this I need to get ahead of some of those professor assignments, and then I hate to have this just pile up, you know. So we'll do these, and especially the butterflies, because I'd like that woman to stop talking about them. So that's the plan, people. I hope I will see you in the next one, and I thank you very much for watching.